Dear students, welcome to my channel, Dr. V.R. Pudili, Professor of Management and Economics. In this video, I am dealing with research paper writing. Dear students, in this slide, I have explained 10 steps in research paper writing. The first step is selection of topic or finalizing the title of the paper. Second step is review of literature. Third step, finalizing introduction, objectives, and hypothesis of your research paper. Fourth step, determining methodology. Fifth step, data collection. Sixth step, data analysis. Seventh step, finalizing results and conclusion. Eighth step, finalizing references. Ninth step, preparing abstract and keywords. And 10th step is preparing paper as per journal format. Let us now look into one step after the other. The first step is selection of the topic or title of the paper. You can choose any topic relevant to your specialization, or you can go through the current topics in newspapers, magazines, journals, and internet sites. Here you can take the help of your guide if you cannot finalize your topic on your own. For finalizing your topic, you can do a superficial literature review. What is literature review? I will be explaining under second step. Second step is review of literature. Here you have to study the different papers available in different sources. You can go through Shodh Ganga website. Shodh Ganga is a Indian reservoir of PhD theses, and you can also go through ResearchGate site where you will find lot of research papers. You can also go through academia.edu in which you can find different research papers. You can also go through Google Scholar website. You can also go through different such websites. The main purpose of doing review of literature is to identify the research gap in the area you have chosen for your research. And second aim is to get conceptual clarification. Third idea behind review of literature is that you will understand different methodologies that are there in different research papers. In doing review of literature, you can note down the objectives, methodology, and findings of papers, research papers that were available in different sources. And if possible, you can keep the copies of these papers. For writing research paper, you can do minimum of 10 papers, maximum of 15 papers in review of literature. The third step is finalizing introduction for your paper and objectives and hypothesis. Objectives means they explain what do you want to find out in your research. Objectives may be 3 to 5, and objectives addresses your research questions. So the questions relating to your research problem. Simply, objectives answers what do you want to find out in your research. While writing introduction of the paper, you should write an introduction in such a way that it should be it should develop some interest in your paper for the reader, and you should introduce your topic in the introduction. You should introduce different concepts that you are going to deal with in introduction, and briefly you have to explain what you are going to do in entire research paper. After finalizing introduction and objectives, generally in research paper writing, you have to finalize hypothesis. Hypothesis, technically speaking, that is a statement or proposition which you are going to test with the help of the sample information. But for easy understanding, I give a simple definition of hypothesis here. Hypothesis is a plausible conclusion whose validity will be tested. If it is not validated, it will be rejected. Simply, it is a plausible conclusion. Hypothesis is a plausible conclusion in your paper. If you can validate this hypothesis, that will become theory or conclusion. If you cannot validate with the sample information, then you will reject the hypothesis and you will make the conclusion opposite to the hypothesis. The next step is determining methodology. In methodology, you have to explain how do you conduct your research. You have to specify the type of research that you have done. Your research may be descriptive research, theoretical research, applied research, exploratory research, explanatory research, diagnostic research, experimental research, empirical research. So which research you have to specify. The second aspect of the methodology is you have to specify the type of data that you have used. You have two kinds of data, primary data and secondary data. Primary data means original data which is collected for your specific paper. Secondary data means the data which was already collected by somebody else, but you are using that data for your research paper. So you have to specify the kind of data that you have used in your research paper. And the third aspect is the method of data collection. There are different methods of data collection which I will be explaining in the next step. So you have to specify the type of data collection method that you have used. And the fourth aspect that you have to cover under methodology is the tools that you have used for the purpose of analyzing the data that you have collected. And the fifth aspect is the test that you have used for testing the hypothesis. So in methodology, you will be explaining what is the type of research that you have conducted, what is the type of data that you have used, what is the type of method of data collection that you have used, what are the tools you have used for data analysis, and what is the test that you have used for testing your hypothesis. That is what called methodology. In simple words, methodology explains how you have conducted your data. Once you finalize introduction of the paper, review of literature, objectives, hypothesis, and methodology, the next step for writing research paper writing is data collection. So if you are going for primary data, you may go for direct observation method, telephonic interview method, normal interview method, questionnaire method, schedule method. If you are going for secondary data, you may take the data from magazines, journals, or government records, private records, and records of different organizations for the purpose of doing data analysis. So, if you are going for primary data, generally primary data will be used in marketing and human resourcement areas. And generally secondary data will be used in finance area. There is no restriction that you have to use only primary data in particular area and only secondary data in particular area. You can use any data for the purpose of conducting your research and writing research paper. Once you collect the data, so generally students collect the data by using a questionnaire or a schedule. The difference between questionnaire and schedule is that for illiterates, you will use schedule. For educated people, you will be using questionnaire. And secondary data, you have different sources. After collecting your data, the next step is data analysis. For analyzing data, your knowledge in statistics and mathematics will be highly useful here. The different techniques or models or tools used for data collection includes measures of central tendency, including mean, median, and mode, measures of dispersion, including range, mean deviation, quartile deviation, and standard deviation, measures of skewness, measures of kurtosis, and different tests like Z-test, chi-square test, t-test, and different other tests. So you have to apply these models and do the data analysis. Dear students, don't worry when I talk about these tools. You have different softwares now which will be useful for analyzing your data. You can use latest Excel version, you can use R programming, you can use SPSS packages for analyzing your data. And if you are a undergraduate students, your guide will help you in analyzing the data. Once you analyze the data, the next step, that is seventh step, is finalizing the results and conclusion. Results are nothing but the findings that you have made based upon your data analysis. And conclusion is nothing but the summary of the results. So these are very important in any research paper because these can be useful for the development of the society. Your results and your conclusions will be useful for the policy makers for making policies. That's why I say this is the very important part of your research paper. Once you finalize your results and conclusions, almost your paper is finished. So in your research paper, the first part will be introduction, in which you will be introducing your topic. The second part will be review of literature, in which you will be reviewing 10 to 15 studies. Third part is objectives, which specify what do you want to find out in your research. They may be 3 to 5 in number. And hypothesis. the possible conclusion which you want to test with the help of your data. If you validate the hypothesis, that will become your conclusion. If you reject the hypothesis, opposite to hypothesis, the statement opposite to hypothesis or your alternative hypothesis will be your conclusion. And the next part will be methodology. Next, you will be presenting data analysis output, and at the end you will be showing your results and conclusions. In the eighth step, you have to finalize references. References will help you to acknowledge the researchers whose works you have used for guiding your or for writing your research paper. There are different styles of writing references. There is APA style, MLA style, Harvard system, and MHRA. You can search in Google for understanding different styles. You can adopt one style. In one style, you can write your references. Dear students, ninth step is preparing abstract and keywords. Abstract is a short summary of your complete research paper. Generally, abstract will be used by the editors of the journals to decide whether to take your paper for publication and review by the referees. And also, abstract will be useful for the general readers to understand briefly what is the content of your research paper. Generally, researchers will go through abstract, and depending upon the content in the abstract, they will decide whether to go through the full paper or not. And keywords are the important words that you have used in your research paper. And generally, keywords will be useful for searching purpose. When you keep your research papers in research websites, there you have to keep some words which will be useful for making your paper available for the researchers who are searching for the research papers. And the last step is preparing paper as per journal format. So you have prepared the rough draft and finalized the final paper, but different publishers will prefer different formats. They will specify the fonts that you have to use, the font size you have to use, the paragraph style. They will specify different styles depending upon the format of their journal. So the last step is preparing your paper as per your journal format. Dear students, if you go through these 10 steps, it will be easy for you to write a research paper. Thank you.